Here's the first stop. I see some shiny stuff, but it could be 22, could be high brass, shotgun shells. It's a dry lake bed out here. People come out here, they camp, they run their side-by-sides, four-wheelers, all that stuff. Some people shoot long range out there. And way out there, that's the 7 magic rocks or whatever they put in. Normally, I'm shooting over there in that patch, in that dry lake patch over there. At least it looks like it, but against those mountains. But that road is closed. So we had to drive all the way over here and then come back. I don't know why it's closed. It's closed till tomorrow, I think. But we came from the other side of this mountain here. That's where we were shooting, on the other side of this mountain. So anyway, let's see what we can find. $22. Is 22 worth picking up? Dude, I've still spent, you know, it's almost been 2 years, like I said, I'm still wondering that. Is 22 worth picking up? Here's some 9. Looks relatively fresh too. 5 rounds. Some 223. Kind of go back and forth around here. It's funny, like, why do you just find 1 223? You know? Someone drove all the way out here just to shoot 1 shot? Or did someone get here before me and just missed it? They picked up everything but 1. There we go. Free ammo, 22. I love getting free ammo. See, but it's like, how much does an empty, how much metal is there to scrap? Like, is it even worth it? Is it even worth a cent to bend over and pick up? You know? I don't even know if it's worth a cent. I mean, if you find a pile of it, I guess. Right? 45. Yep, 45. These are nice to find. See, and then it's just 1. I'm hoping when we drive back, I can hear a car driving somewhere over there, but who knows, because the noise will bounce off. I'm hoping when we drive back, a couple of people will have left. I don't know how many people actually pick up their brass. I've shot for a decade at least, probably longer than that, and not picked up brass. So I'm hoping there's a lot of people like that. Or you get the other shooter where they just buy steel. And it's like, how, you can't pick that up. So if somebody leaves, there's no guarantee that there's going to be brass there. Some more free ammo, 22. $9 mil. $9 mil. These are all 22 over here, if you saw that. 22. 9 mil. You gotta be careful out here for scorpions and snakes, big spiders, anything else that could be hiding under debris and rock. More. What's that? That's a rifle bullet. Look at that thing, it's all mangled. Probably 308, maybe 30-06. It's pretty big. That's cool. Keep that. Oh, here we go. 9, 9. Where's my bucket? You guys didn't bring the bucket with? You guys left it over there? Oh, I hope you are. I saw 2223 over here. This is 9 mil, but it's aluminum. We don't mess with that. Here we go. Buried. 9, 9. 9. Broken glass. I wouldn't recommend, if you guys live out here or somewhere where you can shoot in the desert, I wouldn't recommend bringing out glass. Is it fun to shoot? Yes. But it stays here forever. For the most part. And it's not fun to walk on. It's like, yeah, well, shotgun shells, they're plastic, they stay forever. Yeah, but I can step on those. It's not gonna hurt me if I step on those. You know, clay pigeons, I feel like, are just as fun to shoot as glass. And they biodegrade. They're made to degrade. It's like that, if I step on that, probably have a bad day. All right, I'll stop complaining. Probably it for this site. Looks like there might be a spot there. I can probably drive up and around. And it looks like people shoot into there. So, check over here really quick and grab the bucket and keep going. Look at this copper jacket. Ow. Right, it's pretty common to see stuff like this, but in case you don't know, that's what happens to a bullet. A bullet. Another rifle bullet. Pretty cool. It's all copper. That's someone's steel target? That's a steel target. We'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that. This is only meant for 22. That's why you got the thickness, and people are shooting rifle ammo through it. Not very smart. Or they just don't care. Okay, that's cool. They like that. All right, let's head up that road over there and see what we can find. Hard right turn here. Oh, I need my bucket. You guys, you're in charge of the bucket. All right? You're in charge of the bucket. You bring the bucket. Forget the bucket. All right. Just 22 around. 22. 22. No, just 22. Just over here. Just over here. Oh, 45. Oh, 10 mil. 10 mil. I missed. The bucket's right there and I missed. Come on. Someone else is coming back here. I've probably got enough 9mm brass to start selling it, but I want to make sure. 223. This is big boy. 45. I barely have any 45. 9mm. Crown Royal bag. I do not recommend drinking and shooting. All this. Here. Okay. I see something in a bush down here. Yeah. One. Only one down here. Not doing so hot today, guys. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe with that road closed, less people are coming out. Some 9mm. I always find something going back to the truck. Look at that, 223, free ammo. Free ammo. Looks good to me. Oh, light striker. I bet you that still shoots. Well, if you got time and no money, and you need ammo, you can find it. I would need a lot of time. Some more 45. 9mm over here. Still gotta do this side. This thing's just barely sticking out. Oops, missed again. That's steel? No, it's brass. 300? Yeah, 300 blackout. One, just one. This is an example of steel case. Can't reload it. The metal's too hard for my dies. I don't think anyone reloads steel. On to the next stop. I don't know where we're going yet. I might walk up there. I'll walk over there because there's a little shooting pad. I'm not taking the bucket. All right, we made it back to the workbench. Let's take a closer look at what we got today. Start off with the metal target. It's even some copper jackets that didn't go all the way through, but this is meant for a 22. Might be able to get away with 9 on this, so I'll probably reuse it. I can paint it and put it up on something, so that's pretty cool. Some of this I threw in here because it was in the bed of my truck. So let me get those out really quick. But these are things that I did pick up for free, but it wasn't on video. Like, this is from a while ago, probably over a year ago. This one too. 357 mag. $10 mil. Yeah, there is ammo out there. 45. You can find a decent amount of ammo if you just look around. 40 hollow. 223. I do find a decent amount of 223. This is probably like my 4th or 5th one. .38 special. Anyway, those were just in the back of my truck. Another 357, I think. Yeah, another 357 mag. But some of those, pretty sure this is a 30 cal bullet. Put that up on the shelf. Same thing, copper jacket. Sometimes I just throw those in the scrap pile. But I did find a few 22. So I'll throw those in my box. This is all 44 mag that I was shooting out of my lever action Henry that I filmed, but I decided to step out of the camera angle, so you didn't get to see that. There's a 308. More 308. These were just in the back of my truck. I didn't find any 308 out there on camera. There was a shell when I was shooting. I wonder where it went. That it just exploded. Oops, on the 44 mag. And I might have just put it in the truck. But I'll show that video clip now. I was shooting, it made a weird sound. Again, I was off camera, so you couldn't see me shooting, but I'll play it now and you'll hear that it sounds different. And then I'll show you the up close view of the casing. I've never seen that happen before. I've shot a lot and I've never seen that happen. So you guys tell me what you think. Oops. .40. This is .40, just in the back of my truck that I found just while out shooting. If you don't look, you won't find it. Another 40. I don't own a 40 yet. What do you guys think? How many rounds do I need to collect to buy the gun that'll take it in that caliber? A box? 50? Or 9? So the majority of it's 9. There's a couple of 223 in here. This was an interesting one. 300 black. 223. 45. Currently I've got dies for 308, 9 mil, and 223. I want to get dies for 44 mag because, like I said, I picked up that lever action and it's probably my favorite gun to shoot right now. So, and 44 mag's not cheap. I don't know what it's going for. I haven't bought 44 mag in a minute, but I know it's not cheap. So I'll get these in the tumbler, and we'll clean them up. And again, 22, I just throw it in my scrap pile. And once that gets full, I'm going to scrap it and see how much I get. But there's a lot of casings in here that I don't reload. 30-30. I guess I could save these. I don't know why these are in there. See, but it's all shells that are messed up or 40 bag. Stuff I just want to scrap. Look at that one's all chewed up. Actually, I think I did that. There's a bunch of primers in here. See, like that stuff I'm not going to reload. And stuff that's just, I might be able to fix that, but let's see. Might need a bigger one. I do have a bigger one. Let's see if I can ream it. Kind of working. No, I don't know. I don't really want to mess with it. It's not worth it. I mean, I've got a ton. So that's kind of my thing, is like, even if I can fix it and it's only going to take a couple of minutes, it's like, is it really worth it? Because I've got so many. I've got this. I've got this, and all of this. There's some 270 in here, so I don't know. It's just not worth it to fix the couple that are bad when I can just scrap them and keep going. So right now I'm slowly working on. This is where I stopped a year ago. And this is for reference, so I know how big it is, but I started reaming them, putting in new primers, but I just got around to setting up my dies for powder, and I need bullets, and I have to set up the correct amount of powder for this, and then the crimper, the bullet seeder and the crimper. So I have to set all my dies, but my son was born right when I was in the middle of that, so obviously it all stopped, and now he's about 18 months old, so I figure it's a good time to I get a little time when he's sleeping to do some of this. But anyway, let's get these in the tumbler. I don't know if you guys watch Guga Foods, but I do. And he says, I know it doesn't look good right now. So put this in there. A lot of this stuff isn't that bad. Did I see a dent on the neck? Nope. And I'm going to put this on a timer because it's late, and go to bed. And we'll see how it looks in the morning. And I've already got polish in here. Where is it? I've been using this stuff. It works pretty good. Quick and easy brass polish. And I just put a couple drops in there, but I just added some, so we're good. Probably throw these ones in there too. Okay. Just gotta unplug that. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 5 hours it'll go for. That's enough. All right, we'll see you in the morning. All right, we are back. It is the next morning. Let's take a look and see what these look like. Oh yeah, look how shiny that is. I like that. Yep. That's real nice. Cool. Put these in the tumbler. Or the sifter, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it. This thing. Excuse me. The rotary media separator. For those of you wondering. This you can get on eBay. As a set. These come together with the bucket and everything. All these airsoft balls come from. Should be enough. Yeah, it looks all pretty and new. Even that one inside of there got cleaned. We like it. Cool. Let's get these sorted out. 30-30. 308. Get you 3. 300. That one's still kind of dirty, but it's better than it was. It's okay. I don't reload those yet. What is that one? 10 mil. That was kind of dented. We'll scrap that. Nine mil looks so small next to 45. Sometimes 380 gets mixed in with my 9. But it's hard to mix in 9 with 45. I don't know how many of you watching this actually reload, or if you're just trying to get into it. It's a pretty precise and detail-oriented hobby. If you're only doing it for the money to save money, it's going to take you a while to get your savings in there, because the initial cost is, you know, it can be thousands, it can be hundreds, but the less you spend, the longer it's going to take you to reload a round. And so it could be a wash, but I say that's 40, that you should do what you're comfortable with doing. There's people that hand load each stage. There's a press for each stage, and you just change out each die. So you're doing 100 or so of the same motion over and over, which I could see to be nice for the person that just, you know, doesn't want to have to pay attention to every stage all at once. The multi-stage one that I have, it rotates, and each time you pull the lever, it's depriming and priming, it's adding in the powder, it's seating the bullet, and then crimping the bullet. And so all that's in different stages. And if one of those goes wrong, then you have to make sure that you keep an eye on that one as it comes around, so that way you can get rid of it or pull it out right then. So there's a lot more to keep track of, but it is faster. I think it's faster. But that's not that one. So there we go. It's all sorted out. 9, 308, 223, 45. This one's a 10. That's 45. 45. Why is that different? 45. 45 Blazer. What are these ones? Also 45. Both 45. .45 auto. This says it's 45 GAP. 45 gap. What's the difference? All right, so I figured it out. The 45 gap is Glock auto pistol. Glock made this with small rifle primers, and it's smaller. And 45 Colt, 45 auto, you can still get these with small primers, obviously, but normally they're large primers, and they're longer, and they're not interchangeable. And there's the difference. Learn something new. I'm also thinking about doing a giveaway for 223. If you think that's a good idea, I'll be willing just to give this whole thing away. What is that? That looks like copper. Could be brass. Not brass. Looks like copper. Probably an alloy. But I would say, you know, guess how many's in here and we'll figure it out. But yeah, I think we're gonna do a giveaway with 223, or I can do 9. Maybe both. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.